Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and all of our non-binary friends to this, another brand new day. Yes, indeed, a brand new day here on this planet Earth. Hopefully you're watching from this planet Earth. I mean, by the time our transmissions get out far enough, they're also disrupted and corrupted that all the people can tell us that there's signals, not necessarily what it is. So thumbs up anyway. It is not raining. It was kind of raining last night, misty, very damp in that fashion. But this morning, I went out walkies. It is gray and foggy, but past that, not raining, not really moist. So who knows what it's going to be. It's like Silent Hill out there right now, so thumbs up for that. Yay! Really quick, what I wanted to talk about just to start things off, I've got a little thing on my topics list. One of the things that people who don't understand science like to use science to try and debunk science is saying that, oh, the Earth and the universe is so finely tuned for life, which is not, because 99.99999, well, and about 1,000,000,000,000% of this universe will kill you instantly. And the only place we can survive is this one tiny little rock. And even on this one tiny little rock, most of that will kill you if you're not careful. Now, one of the things that people like to talk about is how our Earth is in the Goldilocks zone. And the Goldilocks zone is the small habitable area that's not too far away and not too close to the sun. So you have to have a possibly habitable planet in the Goldilocks zone to have life. And they say, oh gosh, how strange it is that our planet is in the Goldilocks zone. And our planet is only in the Goldilocks zone right now. On the moons of Jupiter, there are moons that are about as large as our planet. And they are covered in ice. Liquid, well, not liquid, solid ice. Water, ice. There could well be something there under the ice. Now you go, oh, but it's frozen. Our sun is getting hotter constantly. In 1 billion years, there will be no life on this planet. Our planet will be a baked rock. Our sun will have expanded outward until it is a red giant. And our planet will be inside the circumference of the sun. You know where the Goldilocks zone will be then? Oddly, the moons of Europa. Europa? Europa is one of the moons. Well, the moons of Jupiter will be in the Goldilocks zone. If life does evolve there and become intelligent and look out and figure this stuff out, they'll go, well, gosh, you know, obviously our system was set up. I mean, the Goldilocks zone is right here. 1 billion years a billion years ago, it was where we were. Yeah, well, the conditions right now are not what conditions will always be. They may always be for us, even though we've sped things up incredibly with all of our pumping carbon back into the atmosphere. But things move slow in the rest of the universe. There's time. Lots of time. Not just hundreds of years or thousands or millions or billions, not even just trillions of years, but trillennia. You know, a century is 100 years. A million, you know, millennia, 1,000 years. A trillennia, 1 trillion years. Try a couple 100,000 trillennia. Time doesn't just stop. Who knows what's going to happen? We're lost in the sound and the noise and the explosion of the Big Bang here with the mass expansion of the universe. So, thumbs up for that. And I just thought I'd throw that one out there. There's not a whole lot more I've actually got because of stuff that's going on in my head. It's, well, because of pandemic and, oh joy, you know, the United States with the One half of the government has become just the equivalent of internet trolling. They're not trying to pass policy. They're there to be the handful of sand in the gears. The position of one half of the US government has been since Ronald Reagan, government doesn't work, elect me and I'll prove it to you. And so they don't go in to do policy, they get elected to screw things up and make the other side cry. So that's not effective stuff anywhere. But joy, because of that, I've got issues here, and well, that's just one of the pressures, along with the worldwide pandemic with the covfefe bug, and I'm trying to be as creative myself as possible. I'm trying to do as much as I can. I'm fighting and struggling. Just like all of us. So even though I went walkies last night and I do the bulk of my thinking while I'm out walkies, I couldn't really think of much besides static. And this morning, not much more than just static going out walkies. So one thing I just want to do though is thank each and every one of you. I wish I could by name, but that's why I have my stuff of like the Patreon people and all that. People that have sent me things. I mean, finally I'm going to say this one because I did get some stuff. Lucifer sent some cat food and that was awesome. Potatotron had sent some bedding and such. And Rebecca Chase had also sent cat food. So I have got cat food and hamster food, because there was hamster food with the hamster bedding. It is awesome. Thank you all so very much. Those are 3 people right off the bat before I forget. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. Nobody out there has to help me out, and the fact that you do is awesome and greatly appreciated. Even though my kitty cat and my hamsters, well, I mean one hamster now, but you've helped them in the past, they can't speak English, they can't say thank you. I can thank you for them. Thank you. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Past that though, it's just life. I mean, when I go out, I see people that either aren't wearing masks or are using them improperly or just pulling them down and still wearing a mask and then pulling it down to talk. That's the frickin' time you need the mask, so that you're not spraying particles when you talk. Why take the mask off? I can hear you. Everybody can. Ugh. So that's joyous. Luckily, Washington State, it's burning, but not totally out of control. Shelton, Washington, where I live, it's burning on the outsides, but it's not out of control here. So my actual risks are low, but it only takes one. And I walk by the athletic club in downtown, almost southern Shelton, and every time I go by that, people are in there exercising, no masks. All it takes is one, and you're contagious for up to 2 weeks before you even know you're sick. So joy. Thumbs up on that. Yay. Yesterday, and I'm going to talk about this one, yesterday, Russian Timing actually sent me some money. Thank you so very, very much. Oh my gosh, I had no food. I had eaten the last of my spaghetti noodles and the serving of oatmeal that I thought I had. When I went down to it, my housemates had given it to me. There was a bug stuck to one of the packages, and when I opened it up, it was filled with webs and insects, all dead. So I tossed the oatmeal out. But I was able to walk to the store and get food. And so last night I ate food. This morning I actually ate food. It's nice to be able to eat food. I do appreciate that quite a bit. Now, I'm trying to remember the one thing that happened. Oh no, I have forgotten. Oh. That makes me sad, because it was, while not incredible, it was at least part of a story. So But still, the rundown is Russian timing sent me some money, and I was able to purchase food, and I was able to eat some food, and I have food, and it is a good thing, even though I can't remember the point of the bloody story. So, real quick then, I'm just gonna go off and talk about this other thing because I don't want to frustrate myself trying to remember what I was talking about. First-person platforming in video games. First-person platforming is tough, but it's getting better. Way, way back, when the game Half-Life first came out, was it 98? That was a good game, but the last like fifth of it had a whole bunch of first-person platforming. And the source engine that Valve made up is a good engine, but not really good for first-person platforming. Now, first-person platforming / third-person platforming is getting really big. In Minecraft, they make parkour maps, which is a whole bunch of first-person platforming, where you've got to make all of your jumps and land on things that are just pixel-specific. They have all sorts of runs and things like GTA 5, where you can download these maps where it's not first-person platforming, but it's car platforming. I mean, I have watched this one guy, Gray Still Plays, do some maps that are insane. In this particular case, there's wall riding, where there's a wall, a vertical wall, that is moving like this in a slow figure S. Your car gets launched in such a way that you've got to drive on this vertical wall. And then as it makes the slow S shape, you have to launch yourself off one side and then catch the other side and then keep going. Oh my God. And then in the game Amid Evil, which is absolutely incredible and you should purchase and play it, that game is massive amounts of first-person platforming. And to do good first-person platforming, you really need tight controls. The game Amid Evil is amazing. That those controls are so tight. It is good. It is amazing. And as a quick aside, since I'm just talking about things that amaze me, I was also listening to my housemate play the new Zombies mode on like the new Call of Duty or whatever it was, whether it's like playing for free, you could play Zombies mode, the new Zombies mode. Now, they have a surround sound system for the TV stuff downstairs, so that's part of it. But when he was shooting these things, he was using like a sniper rifle, so you had to pull it up and then fire and then drop it. You didn't have time to pull it up, line up a shot. It was, you had to make sure you're aimed at them just right, pull it up, bam, and then drop it. Just as it was there, fire, drop it, back down. That is the kind of sound that should be in like the game Hrot, which its gunplay is nice, but the sounds are like little airsoft air pellet stuff. It doesn't have a whole lot of weight to it. There is a lot of meat in this sound. It is beefy. You can tell from the sound of this one, just from the sound, that when you get hit, it's like getting hit with a Mack truck. There is beef. There is meat behind this. I mean, it is a visceral sound when that thing fires. I'm sure, again, that the surround sound system helps. But when that thing goes off, it's like, oh my God. So, yeah. It's like the old early 2000s? I can't even remember when the game came out. Must have been early 2000s because it was on the PS2 and all that. The game Black, which was all about guns. The characters weren't important. Everything else wasn't important. What was important was the guns and the gunplay. And yeah, and those guns had beef. There was some powerful meat in there. Nothing like this one, but good golly, Miss Molly. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thumbs up each one I do. Answer as many as my executive dysfunction will allow, but thumbs up for that. So, if I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language with my fingers of this hand, with my depression, fibro, ADHD, and more, I'm lucky I can remember much at all. So, let me call up my Chrome browser that is not my favorite. We have Neil McLanigan. I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very much. Tommy Nelson. Good information. Joshua Clayton. Thumbs up. Toka5, greatly appreciated. Arvel Dreth, I like the name. Very cool. Russian Timing, good to see you in the comments, my friend. Yerit1, I sure hope I'm close. Chicken Pumice, interesting, thumbs up. Casey, greatly appreciated. Phase J Fights, 02, thumbs up. Ricky Bettini with the daily reminder to live life to its fullest. Kapaki, thumbs up. We have Just Trash, greatly appreciated. There's Anime Fan. Yeah, pain sucks, big time. Jamie's Division, good to see you. Helios U, thumbs up. Dimsy's Zoot, greatly appreciated. Ben B, thumbs up. Motivated Hashtronaut, I like the name. Tommy Copeland, thumbs up and thank you. Conspo Lopez, greatly appreciated and good to see you. Sly Carbine, thumbs up, and that is it. 22 people who left me comments. Thumbs up and thank you all. You get me out of my head into the world, dealing with real people, and it is appreciated to no end. Definitely a thumbs up on that. If you could check out my various links down below, if you could. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money at all, I have an Amazon wish list link as well, with things like cat food, hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that would be very, very cool. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that too would be a definite thumbs up. And of course, the horse head of encouragement, looking off to the side, has nothing but love and appreciation for each and every one of us and everything that we do that is ethical and moral and good, of course. The horse head of encouragement does not like to encourage things like genocide. That's a thumbs down. But for all the things that are good and nice, the horse head of encouragement has nothing but appreciation, pride, and joy for each and every one of us. A definite good thing. And of course, Black Lives Matter. I mean, if you're trying to argue the opposite, then I know you're arguing in bad faith. And please do your best to stay as safe and creative as you can at this point in time. It is a very, very good thing to be safe and alive. Definitely a thumbs up. So, if you have to go out, please wear a mask. Wash your hands, try not to touch your face, maintain your social distancing, and if you don't have to go out, please don't go out. It's hard, but it's better than the alternative. Gasping out your life on a ventilator in the hospital. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a very good thing. My kitty is dinging around and stuff down there. Little Ghost is sleeping, but he was up and active this earlier. So take care, and I will see you, my friend.